Hi, my name is Vishal and I'll be giving you a brief demo of ER design tool developed at San Francisco State University, implemented with Java WebStart. So right now it's compiling. One of the advantages of Java WebStart is so user don't have to download the server code or the client code, but can simply execute the code with a single click. It's taking a while to compile. Okay, so yeah, it's loading, it's executing, it's downloaded the application. Yeah, all set to go. So right now you can see there are two options. So user can open the existing valid XML ER schema, or he can create its own new schema. So I'll give you first a demonstration of open an existing schema. So click on the existing schema, select any schema. There we go. So you can see on the left panel it shows the ER XML representation of the schema, and the left panel it's scrollable. The user can modify it and make the changes and save it with the save button, as you can see here. And the right panel it shows the various output data model, which are currently ER, ODMG, relational, spreadsheet, relational without null, and there are also various output data modes. So you can see it's a 2D graphic, English, voice, XDDL. So what happens is once you have the ER XML schema in the left panel, so you can map it to the output data mode. Like I'll show you for the ODMG. So you select the ODMG, choose the output data mode. Let's do it for English and press the go button, and there it goes. So you can see here, so it has made use of JXB, and you can see the classes which represent the entities, the attributes, and yeah. So this is the representation of ER to ODMG with English display. And now let's do it for relational, and let's select the 2D graphic mode. And yeah, so here are the entities. You can see the boxes which represent entities, and the attributes. You can drag them as you want. So yeah, okay, so this is the representation of relational with 2D graphic. And again, yeah, this is done with the JXB mapping, JXB binding. Let's do it now for spreadsheet, 2D graphic. So it shows in the spreadsheet representation. It shows the spreadsheet representation, and you can see the output mode is spreadsheet, and it's the 2D graphic mode. And now one of the features of you can modify the existing schema. You can modify the existing schema, make changes, and you can see how it works. So here I am adding a new entity. Okay, it's all done. I'm giving the entity name, which I'll show you as E_4 description, like ASP.SU, and click on the save button. And let's see how it goes. So this is done for relational 2D graphic. You can see the entity which I added, ASP.SU. Now currently it shows just the entity name, as I haven't added any attributes. So as soon as you add the attributes, you can see the whole representation. So you can see like it's editable, and the changes which you make do persist. And yeah, that's all I have for the open existing schema. Now I'll show you how to create a own schema. This user can create its own schema, and so I'll have to compile it, but you don't have to do it once you download the copy, the executable copy on your side. So yeah, it's compiling. So this is implemented on the NetBeans platform, Java NetBeans, and I was like, I'm more comfortable with using NetBeans, so I chose this platform. And yeah, it's taking a while to compile. Okay, so it's executing now. Click on the run button. So again, you see the two options, and let's do it now to create the own schema. So click on the new schema button. It will give the schema name. Let's give it like a university details. Select the data model is ER or UML. You can I have done it for ER representation. Data model is ER, tabular, and our input mode is tabular. So it takes you to the screen where you can see the schema name is university details. Enter the schema using tabular. Press the button. It takes you to it brings up the dialog box where you need to add the entity one name. So let's do it for department. So department is the new entity which I have created. Description, department details. Enter whether the entity is weak, so let's make it false. And do you want to enter the attributes? Yes. Now it takes you to, do you want to enter composite, simple, or multi-value attributes? So it works for all the three attributes. Let's do it for simple. So we've selected as, and enter the name of the attribute. Let's take it department ID, department name, and enter the description, department name. Data type is character. Is this attribute the key attribute? No. So let's do it false. Enter more attributes. Let's do it for department ID. Single attribute. Again, department underscore ID. Now this will be our primary attribute. So it is department ID. Enter the domain name and yes. So this is the key attribute. Which and do you want to enter more attributes? Let's do it. Okay, no. So you click on the no button, it takes you to, you want to enter more entities? Yes. Enter the entity 2 name. So let's do it, make it a professor. Enter the professor description, professor details, and enter whether the entity is weak, false. Enter attributes. This is, let's do it for simple attribute. Enter the name, professor name, enter the description, okay, enter the domain, let's make it char. This is attribute false. Okay, so this is not a key attribute. And do you want to enter more attributes? Yes. Let's make it a professor ID, which will be our key attribute. Prof underscore ID, description, the domain was key attribute, so make it true. Yeah, okay, so this is a key attribute. And do you want to enter more attributes? Yes. So let's take it for, do it for composite attribute, and let's do it for address. So the name of the attribute is address, and now as we selected it's composite, so it's gonna ask you for the sub attributes. So let's do it for street number, zip code, and then we'll okay the description. Let's do it for zip code. Okay. Okay. Enter the name of the sub attribute, zip code. Okay. Okay. Let's select the domain. Let's keep it int. Do you want to enter more sub attributes? No. Okay. And do you want to enter more attributes for professor? No. More entities? No. Let's define a new relationship. So let's give some name. So let's make it a requires. Yeah. Enters the requires description, relationship description. Enter the ID participation identity. Let's give it like 1. Enter the entity role. Let's okay. The minimum constant, let's make it like a minimum constant, it's 0. Enter the maximum is like n. So n professor could be assigned to any number of departments, and enter the ID of participating entity 2. Let's do it for make it 2. Entity role, okay. Minimum constraints, let's keep it 0. Next constraint, let's make it on. Do you want to enter more attributes? No, I think we're done. And yeah, do you want to okay, so now as you can see in the left panel, it has created a new valid ER XML schema. So this you can see as in the meta entities like the department by which we added, the professor, role, and again let's scroll down. You can see how you can see okay, so department name, and let's see the composite attributes we added. So you can see the composite attributes, and okay, let's do the mapping and see how it works. And you can see how there are like 2 buttons, save and back. You can go back and make some changes. You can save it again, like make it so it's editable. So let's do it for ODMG. Select the data mode, English, open the table button. So yeah, it works. So as you can see, it has created the object-oriented representation. You can see the class names, attributes, and let's do it now for relational. Let's select 2D graphic mode. Okay. So you can see how we created like 2 entities, department and professor, which has the attributes like this is department underscore ID is the primary attribute, and this is the second entity, professor. There's the relationship requires. So yeah, let's now do it for spreadsheet, and again the data mode is 2D graphic. So it shows you for the spreadsheet, and yeah, it works. So as of now, this is what I have, and later I'll be working on the voice representation, which is my community experience project. And thank you so much for your time, and thank you.